The Battle of Berlin, one of the most infamous and deadliest battles of World War II. The battle lasted from April 16th to May 2nd, 1945. This battle would see around 2.3 million Soviet soldiers, 6,000 tanks, 7,000 aircraft, and around 41,000 Soviet artillery pieces, versus around 750,000 German soldiers, 1,500 tanks, 2,000 aircraft, and around 9,000 German artillery pieces. But many of these people would end up becoming casualties of war. Around 81,000 Soviet soldiers would end up losing their lives, along with 280,000 Soviet soldiers getting wounded or becoming sick. Germany lost around 92,000 soldiers, including 220,000 wounded, and around 480,000 German soldiers being taken prisoner. But there was also an enormous amount of civilians killed during the battle. 22,000 German civilians would end up losing their lives. Another casualty of this battle was Adolf Hitler, as he'd end up committing suicide on April 30th, 1945, after learning of the Soviets' rapid advance into Berlin. But why did the battle happen in the first place? Well, in June of 1941, Adolf Hitler would end up violating Germany's and the Soviet Union's non-aggression pact and ended up invading the Soviet Union. This invasion of the Soviet Union would be known as Operation Barbarossa, which then led to other big battles like the Battle of Moscow and the Battle of Stalingrad. But the battle in the Soviet Union would continue until 1944, when Soviet forces were able to force German forces all the way back into Germany. But the Soviets wouldn't stop fighting until they reached Berlin in April 16, 1945, thus beginning the battle. But by the time the battle started, German forces were already low. Germany had lost millions of soldiers from Operation Barbarossa and the Soviet counterattack. So, German forces turned to Hitler's youth organization and used kids to defend Berlin. They also used Volkssturm, which are basically just civilian soldiers. This was Germany's last-ditch effort to even try to win the war. But as we know, Germany was not successful in winning this battle, marking the end of Germany's reign over Europe and the Nazi regime.